Hi guys, hope you're all okay. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today for another video. So recently I did a video about the Nanfone CB-8500, which is a car stereo and CB radio hybrid. Now I know I did part 1 on that, I still need to do part 2, so stay tuned on that. But I'm going to show you something else from Nanfone today, and it is the CB-689, and it's a multi-standard 27MHz CB mobile transceiver. Now, the thing I like about this straight away, and I'm sure you can see from the clips I'm showing you here, is it's really ultra slimline. It's got such a small body on it. It's very, very similar size to something like the Enrico TM7 network radio. And it just makes it ideal for all sorts of applications. So for 4x4, for use in a car such as mine where there's limited space to mount a radio, I think the size of this is really something quite amazing. So I will show you in more detail, but we're just going to cover this radio in this video today, and then we're going to take it out and do some testing with James Fletcher. We're going to be working in all sorts of terrains. We're going to go into the Welsh Mountains, we're going to go to Lim Truck Stop, to the CB shack there, so plenty coming in this video. So as I said at the start of the video, it's a multi-standard radio, so you can see I've put the table of frequencies on the screen here. So it covers EU for Europe and France, it's got the SEPT frequencies in, it's got UK, Poland, both bands for Italy and both bands for Germany as well, so you can see the power outputs and the channel numbers for those bands. Now, to switch between those bands, you turn the radio on. Then if you hold down the mode band button for about 3 seconds, it enters band selection mode, and you use the up and down arrows on both the radio or the microphone to select your band. When you've got the band you want, you just hold down mode and band again for about 3 seconds, and that will select the band. So if you select UK, all 80 channels are available there, so you can just select between FM and AM by just pressing the mode and band button once. And if you press it again, you get to the 40 channels for EU AM. So just looking at the radio itself, you can see we've got the front screen here. It's a really large screen, and you can select multiple different colours for the LCD display on here. But yeah, one thing I liked straight away was the screen. It does have a full signal meter on the bottom. Now, I'm quite old fashioned and like the old needle signal meters, but this really does work well. It's got a decent signal meter on it, really big bright screen, so yeah, more than happy with that. You can see to the left we've got the volume and on-off knob, and we've got the microphone socket there. And then we've got 4 buttons just to the right of that. We've got Vox and Lock, so this turns Vox on, which is voice-activated transmission. You can actually plug in a Kenwood-style connected headset on the right-hand side of the radio in the 2 holes, and that will allow you to use Vox with a headset. So if you press it once, you turn Vox on and off. If you press and hold it, you turn the button lock on and off. Just underneath that, we've got col and dim. So col stands for colour, so just pressing that once will cycle through the different colours that the radio screen can do. And if I just switch off the lights here, you can see them a little bit better. Camera doesn't really do it justice. They're quite vibrant, the colours on here. And if you press and hold it, it will dim the display. We've got 9 and 19 and scan. So pressing this button once will cycle between channel 9 and channel 19, so emergency channels. And then pressing and holding it will activate scan. And then at the bottom we've got the mode and band button, which I've already covered. And then just to the right of the screen we've got the up and down channel buttons, and then we've got a auto squelch and squelch knob there. So if you turn this all the way down, it will click. That activates auto squelch, and the rest of the dial just operates as normal. You turn it to around midway and the squelch turns off. Okay, on the back you can see we've got the DC power socket there, so that's for 12 volt input. Now it does come with a 12 volt cigarette lighter plugs for plugging that straight in, or you can wire it to your battery. We've got an external speaker jack port there, so a 3.5mm jack for connecting an external speaker, and then we've got the antenna socket on the right hand side. Included in the box you get obviously the radio, you get quite a nice microphone as well. One thing to note is the case is a generic case by Nanfone for this radio, so the LED doesn't work when you press transmit, so if you buy one of these and the LED doesn't work, you'll know why. They do a Bluetooth version of this microphone, and that's what the LED is for. You also get a DIN mounting bracket. You get a dashboard mounting bracket as well, which just clips onto the side of the radio with thumb screws. Those are also included. You get some DIN keys as well, so if you want to mount this in your car stereo slot, then you can do, and you also get a microphone holder. And that is pretty much everything. Setup is very, very simple. All you need to do is plug your antenna in, plug your power supply in, and you're good to go. So what we're going to do today is go out and meet James Fletcher. to do some testing with this radio. We're going to meet at the CB Shack at Lim Services. So Lim Services is in Cheshire on the M6. So the CB Shack is actually a truck shop. It sells all sorts of stuff for lorry drivers, but it does have quite a nice CB section, which I'll show you in a minute. So without further ado, we'll get in the car and we'll go meet James.
Eyeball, I'm to your right, I'm to your 10 o'clock, Rog, to your 10 o'clock.
I can see you, I can see you. Yeah, I can see you there. Stand by. That was easy enough, wasn't it? I've just eyeballed Electronic Man.
Eyeball.
Okay, so one of the reasons I met James today was to go to a military surplus shop in Denbigh in North Wales. We're actually on the lookout for some military surplus radios. I don't know if they sell them, but we are going to have a look. But I thought it'd be an ideal opportunity to go and do some radio testing with the Nanfone with James. He's got the Thunderpole version, I've got the Nanfone version, so we'll just test them radio to radio. Now, North Wales, for those who don't know, is quite rough terrain. It's full of hills and mountains, so it should be quite a decent challenge for CB radio operation up there. Right, so we just left Lim Services, the truck stop, the CB Shack, and now we're headed up to Soft Military up at Denbigh, which is a military surplus store, which James told me about. We've got the CB on here now. We're going to maintain contact throughout the journey, and yeah, we'll just see if anyone breaks in. There's been quite a few users actually around. There's a couple of truckers on channel 40 then. 19's obviously full as always, so yeah. Right, James, I've just done a bit to the camera now. Rog, I'm behind you.
Yeah, got visual, Rog, got visual, got an eyeball. What I do believe I've got is a convoy.
I might put that song on in the background of the video, Rog.
Yeah, you should do, why not?
I'll tell you what, they're working well, these radios.
Very impressed. CB's come on a long way, Rog. It's come a long way. And when I came back a few years ago, using some of the older rigs, it wasn't as good. But the technology of these new ones, especially this Thunderpole I'm using, the T3000, Rog, cuts out a lot of interference that used to be good before. So very impressed, Rog.
Yeah, same. I'm really happy with this one. Really happy. It's dead simple to use as well, which is nice. Some of them, like we were looking at there, they'll have a lot of buttons and stuff on. They can get a bit confusing, but yeah, this is nice and simple. Love it.
Nice big screen where your signal meets in your channel, and also what I particularly like is the microphone. It's a very, very comfy microphone. It's solid, it's not too heavy, it's not too light, it's just proportionately right, which is important with a CB, Rog, or any radio, because don't forget, Rog, the microphone is the main interface to the device, isn't it? This is the main interface. You've got to get it right, and I do believe they have got it right on this one.
Yeah, definitely, very impressed. Very impressed. I need to try the other. I've got the other microphone for this. I meant to tell you actually, it's a CB mate. I'm going to do a separate thing on that. But basically, you know LPD 433, they're basically 70 centimetres but license free at low power.
Yeah.
Well, you plug the microphone into it and it acts as its own LPD radio and a repeater. So you could actually put a couple of radios in LPD and use the base station as a repeater, the microphone as a repeater.
Rog, I think I've seen a photo of that. Did you not send me a picture a while ago?
Yeah, I think I did, yeah. It's quite good actually.
I'm impressed. Yeah, I'd like to see that in action at some point, Rog.
Yeah, it does PMR 446 as well.
You can't beat me at 446.
Yeah, it's very good.
Using HF currently, as you know, 10 11 metres. But normally, Rog, when we're talking, we're on VHF or UHF. Just wondering what your thoughts are on HF, Rog, with the the usage I've had so far today. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, very good, and I've actually heard more activity on here today than I've on 2 metres, which is scary. But no, it's very good, very good. I'm loving it. I'm regretting selling all my, because I sold all my CB stuff, didn't I, earlier in the year, and obviously I had to buy the antenna again, and I'm regretting it now. Wish I hadn't have sold everything.
Well, this is what we do though, isn't it? I was saying the same to you not so long back. I regret selling all my gear, and that's why from now on I'm not selling anything else ever again. Because I know I might not want it at the moment, but I will do in 12 months time, Rog. So that's definitely something to bear in mind. Rog, also, when we first made contact today, do you reckon we would have made contact sooner had we been on 2 metres?
No, probably not actually. Well, I don't know, it depends. Depends, because I'm only running sort of 3 watts here. In 2 metres I run 10 watts, so no, I think it had the edge, just making that contact a little bit earlier, definitely. Yeah, I like there's little pockets of activities. When you're on like 2 metres, you're talking to someone, you can hear them right across the town, but with the CB, if people are just running like the low power, there's little pockets of activity, isn't there? So you can pick up stations in little local areas, and then the minute you move out of that area, you've lost them and you're picking up someone new. I like that.
I like the best of both worlds, Roger, to be honest. I do like that, what you just said, I agree completely. But I also like the fact of having more stable, longer range on 2 metres, which is good for situations where you're keeping in touch with the house. But yeah, I think really we should have both VHF, UHF and VHF, Roger, the car. All 3 bands, Roger.
Yeah, definitely. I've got I'm not doing too bad today. I've got network radio, I've got VHF and UHF, DMR and analog, and CB. That's not too bad, is it? Have you got any VHF or UHF there?
Yeah, I was thinking about this earlier, Roger, for comms. I haven't got anything fitted. However, in the boot of my car, I do have a couple of handhelds. So, if needed, Rog, I could jump on a handheld. But I don't have anything installed at this moment.
In fact, if you look to your left, see those 2 hilltops? You've got one sort of to like 11 o'clock. Sorry, one to sort of 10 o'clock and one at sort of 11 o'clock. You see them?
Yeah.
Well, the first one is Frodsham, and you see the antennas on the top. Underneath there is a Cold War bunker, and that's where I did my M3 foundation course.
Oh, flipping heck, Rog. That's all out of the history. It's good to know, Rog. You know all these areas around here, don't you?
I certainly do. I'll send you some pictures actually later. It's a really, really cool place. It's an old, I think it's an anti-aircraft war room or something like that. There's a few of them around the country. There was one not too far from me in Manchester, but it's been demolished. But that one's still there. Yeah, that's where I did my foundation licence, Rog, in 2004.
Rog, and you've never looked back since, have you?
No, I never have. And then the other one, it looks like the side profile of an American Indian. See it? It's called the Indian's Head at Helsby. Right, James, what's the ETA?
ETA, you've got 17 minutes. We're about to say 11 miles away, Rog.
17 minutes, 11 miles, no worries. It's a bit bleak up here, isn't it?
Certainly is. It's getting a bit darker now. Certainly getting more like winter.
Yeah, it really is. I don't like to break down up here.
No, we should be alright though, bud. We should be alright.
I'm just hoping they'll have a few, this guy will have a few Army surplus radio gems in the corner, you know, on a shelf somewhere, just with my name written all over them.
Well, we'll have to have a word. You never know, might put something aside for a special occasion or for a very special sale. So we'll see what it's got, Rog.
Absolutely. Just to lose each other. I would think it won't take too long because there's a lot of hills and mountains around here.
Rog, you never know, this might end up by bringing me back onto your road.
Yeah, possibly, Rog. I think it's going to take you south through past Llangollen and out that neck of the woods, Rog, Shropshire way.
Rog, we'll have a look, Rog. We'll see what happens, Rog.
Yeah, that's a Rog.
Rog, I'm going to be turning left onto the A5 in a second, as I'm going to be more your direction then.
Yeah, I think we'll run parallel. I think I'll be on one side of the Clwydian range and you'll be on the other side, Rog.
That's not a problem, let's just see how it goes.
I'm just gutted there was no radio equipment in that place, but it didn't say there was going to be any anyway, so anything would have been a bonus.
Yeah, I suppose anything comes in, it gets snatched up quite quickly, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, definitely. Still 5 and 9 plus for me, by the way.
Yeah, you 5 and 9 BBC quality to me, bud.
Yeah, great stuff, great stuff. I'm just heading up through that 50 zone now, so we'll see how far we get.
No, right, well I'm on the A5 now anyway, so it's telling me I've got 1 hour 47 minutes and I've 77 miles to go till I'm home.
Yeah, I've got 1 hour 26 minutes.
Not too bad at all, Rog, not too bad at all. Yeah, there's a place in Manchester, Deansgate. There used to be a shop there 30 years ago called the Chicken Box. That's where I used to go, it's the only place I knew.
Oh really, that sounds amazing. There used to be Stockport CB Centre. I think that disappeared around the end of the 80s, and there's Campsat down near in the south of Manchester, that's still there.
Oh, lovely, Rog. Excellent. Yeah, you need to keep an eye out, Rog, and I'll keep an eye out, and if I find anywhere else, I'll let you know.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure there's more around.
Oh, there will be. You just don't really hear often, do you? That's the only problem.
No, right, I've lost about 2 signal points off you now.
I'm in a little very small little high street.
Yeah, I'm in a bit of a dip.
You're right to the back of the box, I can't hear you, Rog.
Yeah, you're right at the back of the box as well here.
I'm getting higher ground now. I'm certainly getting higher ground.
Yeah, you're S3.
I've got you now, Rog.
Yeah, good stuff.
I'm at the back of the box, so I can just about make out what things said.
Yeah, I'm climbing now, I'm climbing a bit.
I'm glad. Rog, I can't wait to see your video later on. Are you going to show on the map where we both were?
Absolutely, Rog. But like I say, we'll do our location when we lose each other on Telegram, and I can plot it then, can't I?
Definitely, mate, definitely. Yeah, Rog, you've Radio 5 to me now. This is incredible.
Rog, you are to me as well, crystal clear. There's some distance between us now, definitely.
Like you say, we're probably to the point running quite parallel, aren't we?
Yeah, but to my right, which is the direction you're in, is a massive great hill.
I know, Rog, I know.
Right, I'm going to a bit of a dip, so we'll just monitor things. Get ready to send your location just in case.
Okay, Rog, will do, Rog.
Okay, so not too bad at all there. Quite a decent and enjoyable test of the CB-689 from Nanfone. I'm really impressed with the radio. For someone who doesn't use CB that much, I'm definitely glad that I mounted it in the car, and I think I'll keep it in there for now. I should just point out the antenna I'm using is a Stereo PL145 on a mag mount, and it's a cracking antenna. It's about 86 centimeters long or something like that, so it's a decent sized antenna. I did actually get rid of one earlier in the year and regretted it straight away, so I did pick up another one for this video. I think they retail at about 40 or 50 quid, so but well worth it. Okay, I think I'll leave that one there, guys. Links to this radio in the description below. If you have any comments, suggestions or questions, drop in the box below. I've got tons and tons and tons of radio stuff coming for you this new year, so make sure you stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and all that's left to say is 7-3. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.